Hi everybody, my name is Eileen Hull. I'm a licensed designer with Sizzix and I've been with them for about 15 years. And I'm here in the UK filming in their studio, which is so exciting because I haven't been here before. And I'm happy to bring you my new collection. So let's take a look. Okay, so let's take a look at these dies in a little bit more depth. This is called the stacking drawer. And let me just lay that down and have you take a look at it with me. Okay, so there are 3 pieces to this die. And again, this die will cut, these outer blades will cut, and the inner blades will score. So these are actual scoring blades. They're not crease blades. They're, sharp cutting blades that go about halfway down into the die. So when you lay your heavy duty material on top, you're going to get those exact places where you know that you should fold. So this here's our slider piece. This is the drawer, and then this is the bottom of the drawer. Okay, so when you put it together, you're going to cut, this cuts in just one pass. If you want to take paper and cover your box with that, you would put the paper on first. This is how I do it. I take my mat board, I take a layer of double-sided adhesive, I put paper on, and I flip it over and I cut it, and that's going to give me the complete drawer. Now this will fit inside our treasure box, so you would need 3 of those, okay? So what you're going to get is something that looks like this. Okay, this is a fun little drawer. Now this one I've covered with paper, and you can do all kinds of different treatments on your mat board. It's the perfect surface for stamping, stenciling. If you like to do a gel plate, you can do painting or lettering, doodling, anything that you like to do, you can personalize these and make them into your own style, So that is the stacking drawer. And then the next one I want to talk about is the notebook. And this is one of my favorite dies because, as you can see, all you have to do is cut that in one pass and you have a notebook. So you would put your mat board on and then do your technique, whatever it is. If you want to do like your stenciling, stamping, inking, painting, gel press, anything, painting, watercolor, you can all do that all on mat board because it's a really sturdy surface and it can withstand any kind of mixed media material. So on this die, you just run it through one time and you're gonna cut it. I'm trying to see if I have a sample here. This one is one that I made yesterday, and I stenciled the cover with our new stencils, which are right here, and we'll talk about them in a minute. But you can see that the scoring lines are here, and all you do is fold it and you have a book. Now with this one, let's move stuff. I'm making a mess as usual. You can take your paper and you can use your die to cut your insert books as well. So what I do is you can take up to 2 sheets. This is heavy duty cardstock. This is the Sizzix cardstock. So you take a piece of paper, you fold it into half and then half again, and then you're going to have a piece that's like this size, and you lay it on here just shy of this score line. Because if you put it on the score line, you're going to cut. If you put it here, it will exactly cut the size page that you need for your book. So you can do 2 at a time, and that's what you get. So then you can bind them into your book, and it's very easy and quick and perfect, okay? So that's your notebook. The next die is kind of the centerpiece die of the whole bunch, and this is the treasure box. And this comes in several pieces. This, you're going to have to cut 2 of each because this is a big box. It's going to hold index cards, which is, I think it's 3.5, well, the index card is 3 by 5, and then you've got a little bit of a buffer on the top of it because you can use tabs and things, so you have a little extra room on top. So this is a great die because it is so versatile. It can hold so many things. You could use it to wrap gifts with. You could make it like a little jewelry box for kids. A lot of times, the kids come to my house and they decorate the mat board, and then we cut it, and they've got little robots on it or whatever they're drawing at the moment. They love it. So this one, you have the 2 pieces. This is the base of the box, and this is the top lid. And so you're going to cut 2 of those, and then this is the top of the box and the bottom of the box. But you can also use this piece here if you want to make like a card, a little mini gift card or something. You can place it again shy of that cutting blade, folded piece of paper, and make like a little notebook or a card. So I encourage you to take all the pieces from the dies and use them together or separately, combine them from other dies, and that is what is great about these. They're sturdy and they're just so satisfying to make. And when you give them as a gift, people are going to keep them because they're really substantial and special. There are 2 other pieces on here that I didn't talk about. These are hinges right here. This is the hinge piece, and this is like a handle or a label. You could use stamps on here. So use them creatively in whatever you do, okay? So let me just show you a couple samples now. All right. This is one that I like to show. This is like a little steamer trunk, and look at how Sue took that and made it look like wood. Isn't that amazing? So she's got this cute little set of drawers, so you could put that on your desk. I think this would be a great gift for the man in your life or anybody. Let's see. Now also, this is one that I've kind of modified. This is the same die. So let's look at this. It's just a little bit thinner. So when I was planning my trip, I thought, you know, I want to bring like a little index card case with me so I can make notes for each stop of my trip. But this was a little bit too wide. I wouldn't fit that in my bag. So I just modified that by where I placed it on my die, and I added all my little stops, and I added some flowers from my Thinlit set that's coming out, and of course a pencil. And I have a nice little index box, whoops, going the wrong way, to keep track of all my stops and my notes. So you can make them to work for your life, whatever it is that you want it for, okay? So here is another kind of the same idea, the steamer trunk, but this one is kind of a vintage letter box, and this has a cute little mini book from another collection. So you can mix and match your collections and decorate them in the same style and have a really cute little project. Now here's another one, and this features the books in there. So these are 3 little kind of junk journals that you can make, and they all fit inside this treasure box. So you can see how versatile this collection is. And let's see, here's another one. Now this is a variation because this one opens this way. So you can put your hinges wherever you'd like, on the back or on the front. And this is kind of a cool idea. This was a box that my friend Susie brought or gave me to bring. And she put ATCs in here, and we're swapping them at each stop on my trip. So I don't know if I mentioned, I'm doing a couple little adventures on my route to make it through to Sizzix. Here is another project, and this is kind of cool. This was made by one of my team members' husbands because she was in a deadline crunch, and she said, can you make me a project? And he went ahead and painted and made like little gears and cool, kind of a steampunk masculine feel. So you can see how you can take these dies and make them your own in any style. Okay, here are a couple more notebooks. And these can be bound in all different ways. You can bind them with elastic and make them into like a traveler's notebook style. So you can remove your books. And some of these can be purchased. You don't have to make the books yourself, but you can, as you could see when we, I can never get these in here. I have no nails. All right, well, it goes in there, believe me. Here's another style, kind of more decorative. You know, this is Tanya. She loves to do kind of a boho feel, and she's decorated the inside with trim, and so you can be as elaborate as you want or as simple as you want. These are great to make and sell. These would be a perfect product for the your crafts fairs and even to give as gifts. Okay, so I think that's a good look at those. And if you want more information, we'll have videos out, and you can go and visit my site or Sizzix and see more. Okay, now here are the 2 new elements. These dies came out previously in 2019, and so some of you may have them. So I decided, let me make something that will accompany them that you can use to decorate them. So this is a stencil that is a 4-layer stencil, and it's got this nice little lattice background, and then flower, leaves, and kind of the centers and details to the flowers. So these are really pretty. I think this is one, like I said, this is one that I did yesterday, and just, you know, did a very quick job with some inks and the stencil. But if you want, you can also use the other piece of this collection, that's the thinlits, to cut. So once you do your stencil, you know, you finish painting it, you can take the die, lay it on there, and it will cut a multitude of the flowers all at one time. So you can make things like this. I think that's just beautiful, made by Amy. So that is just a quick overview of my new collection, and I hope you like it, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer and help you out. Or you can join the Eileen Hull fan club. You can go over there on Facebook and you will get answers, because everyone there's always someone awake any time of the day, so they will help you out if you have any questions there. So anyway, that's my collection. Thanks for watching.